Hi everyone, welcome back. I thought today I would do a video on how I battle a breakout. If you've not seen my skincare routine, then I will link you below. Probably watch that first, because I treat my skin very gently. I used to treat it like acne prone skin, and I found that my skin just rebelled, went really dry and then went extra oily in places. So I decided to tone down my skincare, go really gentle, and it has worked, and my skin has evened itself out. You know, my oily bits aren't as oily anymore because they're not rebelling against all the dripping products that I used to use. But occasionally I do get a breakout, and although I technically have one now, it is because of an allergic reaction, so I'm not really treating it like a breakout, but they are kind of spots, so anyway, it doesn't matter. So I thought I would tell you what I do when I suffer from them. The first thing I do is look at where they are on my face. So if they are around my chin area, I know it's hormonal, so I move to step 2. If it's anywhere else, like for example, I know when I react to a product I get like big spots on my cheeks and on my forehead. That's where I get my breakout. So if I have them there, I eliminate all new products that I've introduced to my face, whether it be skincare or makeup, whatever. I stop using them, get rid of my breakout, and then once my spots have gone, I gradually introduce them back into my routine one at a time and see which one might have done it. Or it might be a freak, you know, breakout, who knows. But it just stops your skin from reacting anymore and makes sure you can get rid of all your spots. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to sanitize. So what I do is, you get my washcloth. This is actually clean. You know, it's been through my wash, and you can still see that there's some, you know, stains on it. It is clean, but there's stains. That to me worries me slightly. So as soon as I have a breakout, I get all of my washcloths together and I put them on a boil wash and put bleach with them. Or rather, I bleach them all. I put them all in a bowl of, like, with bleach water. Leave them there for like the day and then put them on a boil wash, and that just makes sure that they're completely sterile. I use them once and wash them, so not to spread bacteria everywhere. So that's my first thing I do with sanitizing. The second thing I do is not necessarily eye brushes, but face brushes. I make sure I have 2 sets. So for example, my normal everyday ones are probably my blusher brush, my bronzer, and my kabuki brush, wherever it is, but just say it was this one. So I have my normal set, and then I have a spare set, so I can use powder with that, I can use blusher with that, or that, and you know what I mean. So with 2 of the sets of brushes, I wash them. I use these one day, wash them. I use these the next day while these are drying, and I alternate and wash them every time I use them. It seems a little bit drastic, but you know, you are going over areas where you have spots. You don't want to put bacteria on them the next day when they're going away and create new spots. So that's the second thing I do with sanitizing. The third thing I do is any pressed powders that I use. For example, I use MAC Studio Fix powder to set my makeup. If you use a loose powder, I would suggest that you just get it on kind of dip your brush in quite firmly so you get a really big lot of powder on it. Get a petri dish or whatever, just some surface to tap it off on, you know, and then just go back to that one rather than dipping back into your mineral powder, or it might not be mineral powder, in your setting powder, just because you don't want to contaminate your powder. If you have a set pressed powder, just buy some like alcohol spray or sanitizing spray and just spray over it every time you use it. It seems a bit drastic, this, but I do think every little helps, you know. If you do suffer from the, you know, breakouts, everything helps. Every little helps. Is that Sainsbury's? Every little helps. Or is that Tesco? The slogan? I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the products, and this is kind of like, oh sorry, there's one other thing I do. If you have a Clarisonic and you use it, obviously you're scrubbing your spots. I'd say if you have a breakout, kind of go a little bit easier on the spots with your Clarisonic. Don't think that, you know, scrubbing them to oblivion will help. It'll just irritate them a bit more and probably will make them redder and a bit more angry, so resist doing that. But if you have a Clarisonic, I would say make sure it's okay with whoever owns your dishwasher. Get your Clarisonic head, put it in your dishwasher, and where you put your dishwasher tablets, put either brush cleanser or just some baby shampoo, and put it on a high setting, you know, a high heat setting, and do that, you know, every couple of days, just to make sure that's sanitized as well, because obviously you can't guarantee that, so that will help. So just a little tip if you want to do that step. And then moving on to the products, that's my kind of final step. What I would say is never go crazy on your skin and change your skincare. Stick with what you're using. Stick with your gentle skincare, but just, you know, treat your skin where it needs to be treated, i.e. I never use a toner, ever, ever, ever. I double cleanse my skin so I don't feel like I need a toner, because my skin is always squeaky clean. But where I have my breakout, I use my Garnier Pure Pore Purifying Toner, and it's just an astringent. I mean, it's like pure alcohol, basically. I used to use this on my skin and I don't anymore, that's why I've got quite a big bottle of it. And I basically either take a cotton bud or just a tiny cotton pad, like the smallest one you can find, like a cotton ball, and literally spot treat your spots. So put it all over where you're breaking out. Don't put it all over your skin because it'll just dry out and mess it up. So that's the first thing. And then I moisturise normally. I don't use an oil-free moisturiser. I use my Ombre Elise. You know, I keep it the same because I don't want the rest of my skin to suffer just because I have a few spots. What I do tend to do is up my face masks. So normally I do a face mask a week. I look at what my skin's like. If it's dull, I'll use a brightening one. If it's a little bit clogged, I'll use a declogger like these. But as soon as I have spots, I basically break out my charcoal masks. So these are 3 that I just happen to have with me. This is the Body Shop algae one, seaweed one. So you can see how I've used it recently because it's got like, I used it in the bath and so I had it all over my hands when I was doing it up. So I used that one. That one's very good. Very drying on your skin. I use my Origins one. This is the Clear Improvements one, and this is the Sanctuary one, and it's the warming charcoal detox mask, if you can see. And it's a self-heating one, which I like. So I used that one night. So maybe the first sign of the breakout, I'll use that. And then the day after, I will use a calming mask. I used one last night and I can't remember where I've put it. It's not in my skincare drawer. So I'll either use that mask, and that one is the Origins Mega Mushroom Calming Face Mask. It smells like farts. It stinks. Proper bad. Ugh. I had it on for like 20 minutes last night, just going with it on my face. I was like, I don't want to eat anything now. If you're on a diet, put it on because it puts you off food, I can tell you that. This is the Dermalogica Multivitamin Power Recovery Mask. I keep saying this in like every video it features. It's the professional one. It comes in a smaller tub. I just happen to have this one. This is great. I drop everything. This is great. Really brightens your skin up, and it calms your skin down as well, because I think breakouts, we tend to aggressively treat them. You need to treat your skin with a little bit of love as well, because your spots will dry out and they'll look disgusting under makeup, and to be honest, a drying out spot, it looks worse than just a little bump to me. So these calming masks help reduce the redness and calm everything down and try and get your skin some balance back. So I think those are really important. Obviously the spot treatment of your choice. Mine happens to be the Mario Badescu buffering lotion. I definitely need some more because it's running out, although I've heard a really good product by Dr. Nick Lowe, I think, from Boots. It's like £9 spot gel, so I think I'll try that one next. This is good, but I think this is for proper acne sufferers because it's like a liquid. It's really weird. Anyway, I do like it. And then finally, this seems really backwards, but that's kind of me. I have my other product over there. I used it in my tutorial. I slather my spots in cream. Seems completely backwards, but this is the Eve Lom TLC cream. My lighting in here has just gone absolutely shocking because the weather outside is disgusting. So this is the TLC cream, and it's like the thickest, most kind of rich cream in the world. Don't like the smell of it. I don't like the smell of any Eve Lom products really. I don't like herbal smells, but it softens your spots. Like when you've got to the stage where your spots have dried out and you can see them like flaking like they do, I go to bed and slather my spots in this or my Rodial Glam Balm. I did that last night with my Rodial Glam Balm, and my spots, or rash this time, they look so much better this morning. So I really recommend trying that because it calms them down. It gives them moisture so you don't have the flakiness, and makes them feel a little bit better as well. So I think that's everything that I do. Let me have a think. I used a product recently and it was in my skincare routine, and it's the, I can see it, what's it called? Off With Those Heads, I think, by BeLive. Seriously, I didn't have one spot whilst using it for 2 months, and that is amazing because I get hormonal breakouts every month. I didn't get one spot. It was fantastic, and I've run out of it, and I'm very sad that I can't buy any more until I have a job because it's quite expensive. So definitely need to buy some when I have a job because I think it is fantastic. So, you know, if you add something like that to your skincare, hopefully it will prevent any breakouts, and then it means you don't have to do this. So that is how I battle a breakout. Don't think there's anything else. I think that's about it. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully it helps someone, either with the product recommendation or literally sterilise. So thank you very much for watching, as I said, and I will see you soon. Bye.